Hi everyone, it's Coach Fred here, and I'm going to be going over a couple of consecutive integer type problems. If you are in my class, then this would be section 2.7, and you watched a video on how to do them. And we're just going to do some of the harder ones. Okay, so the sum of three consecutive odd integers is 40 more than the smallest. What are the integers? Okay, so this is just asking for odd integers. We want to annotate, make sure we're looking carefully if it says just integers or odd or even integers. So we are going to let x, remember this is the process, equal the smallest integer. So the next odd integer would be 2 away from that, so that would be x plus 2. I would call it the second integer. And because we're summing three things up, we need three let statements. So the next one would be x plus 4, and that would be the third integer. I have my let statements now ready to go. So I read the question exactly as it's written. The sum of three consecutive odd integers is. So we stop at is because we know is means equals. Okay, so sum. Sum means add, and here are my three integers. So x plus 2 plus x plus 4 equals 40 more than the smallest. So 40 plus the smallest integer of x. And so now we have our equation. So our equation allows me to simplify each side. So on this side, I want to combine the like terms, giving me 3x plus 6 equals 40 plus x. Now we're going to use inverse operations. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. I'm going to get 2x plus 6 equals 40. And then I'm going to subtract 6. Now I know some of you have been like doing this line through the equal sign. I really want you to try and stop doing that, because what it's doing is some of you are messing up your signs because of it. It's just another stray mark. If you're going to do it like I'm doing it to like help you see that these are, operations, stacking of your operations. So the 6 cancel. I get 2x equals, what is that, 34. I'll divide by 2, and so x would be 17. So my first would be 17, 19, and 21, right? All right, and that's my integers. All right, let's look at the next problem, number 15. So this was question number 15. It says find two consecutive integers whose product is 5 less than 5 times their sum. Okay, so let's get our let statement. We have two integers. Now in this case, we have two consecutive integers. So our first, let x be the first integer, or smallest integer. Well, consecutive means it's just the next number. So if the first number was 4, the next one would be 5. They're 1 away from each other. So x plus 1. Okay. So now it says, find two consecutive integers whose product is telling me multiplication. So x times x plus 1 is, so equals 5 less than 5 times their sum. So 5 times their sum would be 5 times x plus 1. 5 less than, that's a flip it around word, is going to be minus 5. So that would be 5 times their sum minus 5. All right, so now we do everything that we can in parentheses. So that's going to give me 5 times 2x plus 1 minus 5. And on this side, I have x times x plus 1. I'm going to leave that for now, okay? All right, so now I'm going to distribute my 5, which is going to give me 10x plus 5 minus 5. All right, so that I'm going to still leave that x times x plus 1 equals, the 5s will cancel, and so that'll give me 10x. Okay, so now here's the problem. If you were to distribute your x, if you were to do that, you would get x squared plus x, which I told you if you ever got that, You don't know how to solve it yet, so you'd have to guess and check. Now, they gave us the domain for the smallest numbers. They said it was either 0, 6, or 9. So I'm going to make a table, left and right. So we're going to let x be 6, okay? Or 0. If x is 0, then 0 times 1 is 0, and 10 times 0 is 0. So 0 works as a first integer. So it would be 0 and 1. Right now I'm going to try 6. If I plug in 6, I'm going to get 6 times 7. Does that equal 10 times 6? So I hit 0 times 1 equal 10 times 0. That did indeed work. 6 times 7, 42. 10 times 6 is 60. It doesn't work, so 6 cannot be my answer. And then I'm going to try 9. So 9 times 10, does that equal 10 times 9? It does. So 9 is one of my integers. So the next, if 9 is my first integer, the next one would be 10. So I have 2 possible sets of integers that solve this equation. That one was tough because we hadn't gone over anything like that. So hopefully that was helpful. Have a great day.